Hello everyone, that Manga Kid here to do a series review of Captivated by You, written by or created by Yama Wayama, released by Yen Press in hardcover format. Now if you've watched the haul video where I picked this one up, you will have already heard my spiel on these horrible quality Yen Press hardcovers that I do not like when they release them. I personally think it's just an excuse to jack the price up because this did not need to be a hardcover, and I do not like their cheap slip covers that they put on them, and I don't like the cheap paper they use, and I don't like the fact that underneath the book is just plain. There's just really no reason for it. It could have been a soft cover. Didn't need to cost $24 Canadian. Yeah, it didn't need to be a hardcover at all. But alas, this was a cover buy. I saw this cover and was immediately intrigued. It looks like it's going to be like a psychological kind of story. And when you read, I also thought it was a single story. Turns out it's a short story collection, which I love short story collections, so I was not disappointed. But for those of you who do not like short story collections, this one may have been a bit of a trick for you if you picked it up thinking it was a continuous one shot and it ended up being a bunch of random stories. But for me, it exceeded my expectations because I didn't really know what I was getting into. I thought I was getting into just a story about a boy being kind of intrigued by a gloomy classmate. And it is so much more than that, because that's just one of the stories. Yama Wayama, I read a full interview with this creator after this story because I was so intrigued by who this creator is. There were like Junji Ito references in here with like artwork that mimics Uzumaki with the spirals. It just looked like kind of horror artwork, while at the same time being cute and lighthearted and slice of life short stories about boys who are, friends, but maybe more than that, but not quite more than that. And it was just everything that I needed it to be. And I'm so excited and hopeful that this creator will continue to create and that we will continue to get their works in English, because this was so much fun. The artwork, like I mentioned, is very interesting and charming. The character designs are fascinating. The facial expressions. Oh, okay. So the first story is about this decently popular dude who is doing a sports day race or whatever, and his scavenger hunt item that he needs to bring says something or someone cute. And so he brings his kind of weirdo classmate who happened to be wrapped up in a net and unable to get unstuck as the cute item that he brings forward, and everybody laughs and whatever, and then the rest of the story is just this character who was in the net going like, am I cute to you? Am I still cute to you? Is what I'm doing right now cute to you? Because he's just he finds it funny that this guy thought he was cute, and he's just kind of deadpan, and the deadpan kind of comedy of these two boys who don't really know each other at all, kind of riffing off of each other, was just so funny to me. And then there's one about this girl from a different school who kind of is intrigued by the guy. And this all takes place, it seems to all take place in the same high school. So the characters kind of overlap, but some of the stories focus on certain characters and others, they're just kind of background people. But yeah, the girl kind of falls for the quiet dude, and he's just not interested. it's just funny. And there's an artwork one where the guy is like, please be my like master, I need you to teach me artwork. Here's what I was talking about with the spirals, kind of referencing Junji Ito. Yeah, it was just so fun. I just thought it was so terribly fun. They go on a school trip, and the gloomy guy, there's like a sort of popular dude who's intrigued, captivated by this super gloomy guy who's apparently causes curses on you if you talk to him, if you make contact with him, your life is going to be over, like, and he's just kind of intrigued by this super gloomy dude, and there's a few stories that revolve around those two, and that's the one that is the synopsis or the summary that you get when you try and find out what this volume is about. It talks about Nikaido and the classmate who is intrigued by him and his gloominess. And it's just funny. It's funny, it's lighthearted, it's sweet. It has a little hint of gay without any kind of like actual relationships happening. It's just kind of like, are these boys? Is there something else there? But it really doesn't matter because it's just a short story. We're not going to go that deep, but there might be a little bit more than just friendship or teasing there. And it's just fun. It's just good fun with great art that's different and unique. And the way that this mangaka was telling these short stories was so captivating and funny and charming, and I just loved it. And I highly recommend you pick it up. Like I said, short stories, but they were kind of interconnected as a lot of the characters kind of overlapped in them. But yeah, super fun. I am glad that I happened upon this cover, because I just don't know how many people are picking this up currently. But yeah, I also thought the art style, particularly on the cover here, looks more like a manhwa than a manga. So at first I thought it was a manhwa, and I was like, oh, because, a lot of times the Korean artwork has a bit more like realism to it, and the way that the faces are drawn, the eyes and the hair and stuff, it just looked like it was going to be a manhwa, and I was kind of shocked that it wasn't when I was doing a bit more research on it before buying it. And then yeah, but the art style is amazing and beautiful, and I'm super glad that we got this in English, and I, like I said, can't wait to see what else this creator does. And yeah, from my very little research, it seems like this person is quite young or just new to like actually getting works published at this point. So it doesn't seem like they have like a huge catalog of things they've done already. They seem to be just sort of starting out in the industry. And so I'm excited to see what else they come up with. And they did say in the interview that I read that they were hoping to write a horror series one day. And I would love that because the art definitely lends itself to that. But they mentioned that they really, really just enjoy lighthearted things that just make people smile or leave you with kind of a warm feeling. Really simple daily kind of pleasures captured in manga to leave the reader feeling uplifted in some kind of way. And I think that this achieved that for sure, because I was smiling and laughing and just having a good time while reading this. So yeah, if any of this sounds interesting to you, I do recommend picking this up. It was lovely. If you've read it, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If you have any suggestions of other series that are similar in vibe to this one, I would love to hear it, because I'm always looking for stuff like this. This is right up my alley. Anyway, thanks for watching.